All right, today we're gonna master the perfect shrimp sear. I'm gonna show you exactly how to get that beautiful golden brown crust while making sure the inside stays perfectly tender and juicy every single time.
You know the feeling, right? You're aiming for incredible seared shrimp, and what you get is kind of tough and rubbery. Well, not anymore. By the end of this, you're going to know the one single visual sign that tells you without a doubt when your shrimp are perfectly cooked.
So let's just tackle the biggest frustration right away. You get a pan hot, you throw in the shrimp expecting that awesome sizzle, but instead, you get a weak hiss and a bunch of water pools in the pan. They're steaming, not searing. They turn pink, sure, but you never get that crust. We're going to fix that right now.
You know what the best part is? You barely need anything. For 2 servings, we're just talking about 400 grams of raw shrimp, 1 tablespoon of oil, and a little salt. As for tools, a good skillet and a pair of tongs are all you're going to need. Now, here's the thing. The #1 mistake. The reason for all that steaming, it has nothing to do with your cooking technique. It all happens before the shrimp even hit the pan. It's moisture. If your shrimp are wet, all the pan's heat is wasted just boiling off that water instead of actually searing the shrimp. So, our first move is simple, but it is absolutely critical. Take some paper towels and pat those shrimp completely dry, and I mean bone dry, all over. Once they are, then go ahead and give them a light seasoning with salt. Trust me, this one step will completely change your results. Okay, with the prep out of the way, get your skillet on the stove over medium-high heat. We need that heat to be high enough to create a crust almost instantly, way before the inside has a chance to get overcooked. So don't be shy here, you want that pan hot. Next up, add that tablespoon of oil into the pan. And now, you're just gonna watch it closely. You're looking for the oil to start shimmering. When you see those little sort of waves on the surface, that's it. That's the visual cue that your pan is properly heated and ready to go. Okay, it's time. Go ahead and place the shrimp in the pan. The most important thing here is to arrange them in a single layer with a bit of space between each one. If you overcrowd the pan, they're all just going to release their moisture at once, the pan's temperature will drop, and you're right back to steaming them. And just listen. The moment those shrimp hit the pan, you should hear a loud, sharp sizzle. That is the sound of searing. If what you hear is more of a low, wet hiss, it's a sign your pan wasn't quite hot enough or maybe the shrimp were still a bit damp. That sizzle is the sound of success. Now for the hard part. Don't touch them. Just let them sear on that first side for about 60 to 90 seconds. You have to resist that urge to move them around. That constant contact with the hot pan is what develops that amazing golden brown crust. While they're searing away, take a look at the shrimp from the side. You can actually see the color creeping up from the bottom. The edges will turn pink, and that bottom half will go from that translucent gray to a solid, opaque white. This is your main signal that it's about time to flip. So the second you see that opaque color about halfway up the shrimp, grab your tongs and flip each one over to the other side, and what you should see is a beautiful golden brown sear on the side that was just down. Okay, we're now at the most critical point in the whole process, where it's so easy for things to go wrong: overcooking. The absolute telltale sign of a tough, rubbery shrimp is its shape. If it curls up into a tight, closed circle, like the letter O, you've gone too far. This right here is the key difference. We are looking for the C shape. C stands for cooked. A perfectly done shrimp makes a loose C shape. It'll be mostly opaque, but it might still have just a tiny bit of translucence right in the thickest part. The O shape, on the other hand, means overcooked. It's tight, it's fully opaque, and it's noticeably shrunken. So the takeaway is this: the moment your shrimp form that gentle C shape, you have to get them out of the pan. I mean, immediately. They cook incredibly fast, and the heat from the pan will keep cooking them even after they're out. You can't hesitate.
And there they are, seared to perfection. The final check, of course, is all about texture. When you take a bite, it should feel firm, but not tough at all. It should have a nice, clean little snap to it. That's the exact texture you were working for.
And that's really all there is to it. By keeping them dry, using high heat, and watching for that all-important C shape, you get perfectly seared shrimp, tender, juicy, and never ever rubbery.